What's going on, guys? How are you doing today? Just released my Ring Energy video. Feel free to check that out when you're done here. Got some interesting stuff to talk about. Oil stocks climbed today. Oil stocks climbed a lot today, and it's like people. I don't know what to say about it. I honestly don't, guys. Everybody's cut capex, so they're not drilling new wells, which means their declines are massive right now. Production declines are massive, and oil's $20 a barrel. What is it now? $20 a barrel. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely insane. If you saw the news yesterday, Baker Hughes, after the close, they lost like $10 billion. It's a lot of money to lose. Um, Pump, ProPetro, service company in the Permian, they do drilling and completions. Guys, their quarter is going to be nasty. Their second quarter is going to be even more horrendous. Third quarter is liable to kill them. I'm not sure if they can hold out on that or not, but we shall see. We shall see. Also, we're going to add Donkey of the Day. Everybody seems to like Donkey of the Day. So maybe we can have like a voting on who gets the Donkey of the Day. But yeah. I am curious now. Oxy climbed a little bit today, 6%, but Pioneer dropped 2.5%, 3%. I have legitimate concerns about. Everybody already knows that I don't like Oxy. I think Oxy will be $5 in under 4 months. Like it's that I don't see Oxy doing well at all. Pioneer concerns me. They have a lot of conventional, but they have the three-way collars, which means they're only getting like maybe $10 max, because they have floor and then they have the sold, the put sell price, and they only get in between there, so it's not a lot. Also, if they have to start shutting in wells, I don't think the Sprayberry will like it very much at all. EOG climbed some more today. Murphy oil shot up 10%. Chesapeake shot up, and then you got Whiting Petroleum. Guys, if you do not know already, Whiting Petroleum is filing for bankruptcy. They're going to zero. So it's going up and down. Went up 100 and something percent today. That stock will be worthless very shortly. So I realize there's a lot of day traders catching it, making money off of it, but understand sooner rather than later, it's going to be frozen and not going to have any money. So don't get caught in that buffoonery, because it's going to get you. It looks, the action today almost looks as if there was some computer buying in the oil and gas industry. I don't. It all depends on Corona as well, because coronavirus, when you look at it, people are like, hey, let's go back out. And then everybody starts getting sick and they're like, oh shit, maybe we should stay a little bit longer. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Personally, I think this could last till mid-May. The New York antibody test came out, and they believe as many as 3 million people already had it. It's just like the California test. So the fatality rate is a lot lower than expected, which is good. Now, whether that translates into people getting to go out and work, it's another story. Apache climbed today. I don't know why. I don't understand why Apache would climb. They have nothing, absolutely nothing. I think they're 40% oil in the United States. That's what their production are, and I just don't do it. Recapping on Baker Hughes, that $10 billion loss. I think Schlumberger lost $7 billion. Service companies are going to get slaughtered over the coming quarters. Short them all you want, but do not own them because you're going to lose your butt. Tankers, let's see, tankers, by the way. Navios, does anybody know how to say that particularly well? Navios, NNA is the ticker I told you guys about. It's up just under 3% today. Good little deal. STNG Scorpio Tankers down 1.2% today, which both these stocks have had major run-ups being tankers, so expect some pullback, some profit taking, but by no means is it over. I got asked today, should you buy more when it drops? It's like, hell yeah. I think they will go, tankers will run heavy until second quarter earnings, and then you can start tapering off. I'm not entirely sure. This is a big if too, but the Saudis ramped up to 12 million barrels for about a week or two, or shit more than a week or two, about 3 weeks. So I don't know if they got any of that action too that could affect the quarters. What's going on, Joe? Do you concentrate mainly on the energy sector, or do you trade other sec? No, just energy. That's what I know. Thanks for joining the show, though, Joe. I appreciate it. If you guys could, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot as well. Subscribe as well. It always helps. Um, this show is very new. This 5 p.m. deal. We may or may not start pre-recording it, provided we can get enough up-to-date news on it. But possibly pre-recording it maybe too. Any suggestions, feel free to leave in the comments section. If you'll have any questions, as always, leave them. All right, guys, we're going to shut it down. Oh, wait, one more. I like the 2 to 3 month prospects in some of the energy plays. I just don't know crap about fundamentals. You're interesting because you know a lot about the industry. Well, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I try. Yeah, I've been in the industry for a while, so oil and gas related. I typically know it. And if I don't know it, I can find the answer for you. 2 to 3 months, a lot of these oil companies will be lower. That's for sure. Oxy, they've got a lot of debt to deal with. I think they're giving Berkshire Hathaway's $200 or $300 as payment for the $10 billion loan too. So is rig worth it? Where are they at today? Transocean? No, I wouldn't own. Would not own them. Would not own them. Hey, Eric, pretty light day. You didn't miss much. Talking about Baker Hughes, $10 billion loss yesterday. Service companies are not good to own. If anything, PUMP, Pump Pro Petrol, think their earnings are going to be bad too if you want to dump them. And outside of that, pretty well. It's pretty well it today. Yeah, the problem with low oil is it kills shale, it kills Canadian oil sands, and it kills uh, Gulf drilling. Like when you look at the Guyana discovery that Exxon had that they're drilling, it costs $35 a barrel to produce there. That doesn't include the billions they spent to develop and discover and everything, but each barrel, you can take $35 out of that barrel. So whenever prices drop like this and it looks like they're going to be low for a while, Gulf drilling kind of goes tank. If you're looking for 2 to 3 months out, puts on Oxy, I would recommend. I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but shorting Oxy over the next couple months probably pay off. Just make sure and don't get greedy. Take the money when it presents itself. I think Oxy, gosh, there's more than a few. Oxy is a bad one. Marathon for sure. They don't have any hedges worth a damn. Marathon will crash. You got to remember all these companies cut capex, so they're not drilling near as much, so their production is going to tank, and you have low oil prices. So it ain't worth it. Not worth it at all. Their quarters are going to be disgusting. First quarter for most companies is going to be decent, or I say decent, right around 45 a barrel range price that they were getting. So they may be able to fluff their earnings on first quarter, but come second quarter, it is going to be a disaster. Did you see the shorts covered to get paid in Chesapeake today? I think a lot of that will be forthcoming soon in these little oilers. Chesapeake coming all the way back to take out the low. Yeah, I mean, Chesapeake is in trouble. Chesapeake is just, I mean, they did the reverse split, but they're still, I think they're missing payments already. Um, I don't think they can even cover their debt. They used to, that was the name of the game. They just keep finding ways to get further and further debt. Uh, Audrey, bless his soul, he's dead now. May he rest in peace. But man, there was debt after debt after debt. The book, I think it's called The Frackers. It talks about him in it. And I mean, they'd find a deal and then go find somebody to loan them the money on it. And they just did it over and over and over again. There is potentially a bullish opinion of natural gas, but it's still a little ways out. So um, LNGs are getting canceled left and right. So that's even more oversupply. So I don't know about bullish gas. I think 18 months out, sure, but as it stands right now, I don't think anything's bullish, but something to think about. Yeah, Chesapeake is in trouble. EOG, a lot of people don't know, but EOG used to be very heavy gas weighted. And then they made the switch to oil, smart switch. But they were just like Chesapeake, just massive amounts of gas production, and then they switched to oil. Yeah, he was Aubrey was he was an interesting character. He'd also buy 1 or 2 points of every well drilled. I don't know what happened to all that oil, but I remember when they called in all his debt when his stock dropped too far. That was interesting. All right, guys. Well, please hit the like button if you would. Helps me out a lot. And check out the ring video I just released. Pretty good. But we'll wrap it up with this one. What do you think? What Whiting? Yeah, I talked about that earlier, Eric. People are kind of day trading it right now, but sooner or later, because they're filing for bankruptcy, so sooner or later they're just going to freeze the stock, and everybody's going to lose everything. So if you're, you know, dicking around in it, it's kind of like playing in the lion's den. Everybody's having fun on the jungle gym, and then next thing you know, they let the lion into the cage. It ain't going to be fun for anybody. So you get all these day traders and stuff pumping it, and unfortunately people who don't know that Whiting filed for bankruptcy, they see this run up and they start hopping on it, not knowing that it's a death sentence if you get caught in it when they freeze it. Yeah, not me either. I like taking risks, but not that kind of risk. It's kind of like get bit by a shark. Can't get bit if you're not yeah, Elon Musk's done pretty good. He Tesla's going through the roof. I've been long Tesla for years now. And then SpaceX, you got Virgin Galactic or whatever it is, IPO, raised all kinds of money. They haven't even done anything yet. And no telling how much SpaceX is worth. The Starlink, I tweeted it the other day. There, you could see the satellites going over the house the other night. It's pretty cool. It's kind of weird. I feel sorry for astronomers though, because you can't see nothing. I would imagine when you're trying to look at the stars and you got all these satellites going over. There's like 50 of them in a row that went over. Yeah, it's becoming second nature for SpaceX. I mean, it's becoming like a jet plane. You know, their their Dragon has probably got a safer track record than Boeing's whatever that Boeing plane is. Yeah, that one, 737. All right, guys. Any more questions? Oh, donkey of the day will be the Whiting executive, since we're on that subject, for taking $15 million in bonuses right before they filed bankruptcy. 15 million in bonuses before filing bankruptcy. That's insane. Yeah, the White House, I don't know what they think they're going to do. I think all the experts are telling them, hey, if you just sit back, everybody's cut capex, it's going to drop like a rock anyway. So, all right, guys, well, have a good one. Feel free to leave comments, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll talk to you later.